All warfare is about deception. This line sums up the timeless wisdom of Sun Tzu. But it is extremely essential to know who Sun Tzu was. Approximately 23 centuries ago, much prior to the birth of Christ, it was the age of warring states in China. That was the time period when the states fought over to regain control over one another, and more importantly, for their own survival. It was in this time that competitive advantage was a prized skill. Sun Tzu's teachings, his strategies, his principles are as effective and efficient today as they were so many centuries ago, and these can be implemented in the field of business. Business, like warfare, is a contest of wills. It's a contest of dynamism. It's a contest of efficient and effective allocation of resources. And more importantly, it's a contest for the triumph of human morale. Many business leaders across the globe have found resilience in the teachings of Sun Tzu. The teachings of Sun Tzu are effective today, and this can be examined by taking the backdrop of Indian telecom industry.
By 2010, India would be catering to more than 500 million customers. Now, this would make all again an interesting market for a whole global player in the world. Now, it is again very interesting to see that 86% of the revenue that is being generated is through the prepaid format. If we talk about the tele density, it is about 29.08%, which of the population, which clearly signifies that there is still huge untapped market. Where TRAI, that is Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, has called for an auction in all the circles for both the segment, that is GSM and CDMA. Now, the bidder who will bid high will take the circle and the spectrum. This is a huge opportunity for any player in this world to come in India and get the best market share. The policies and trends in India is like that, which has made Indian telecom sector so competitive that the ultimate survivor will win and will lead the market from the front.
If we take any example of a company from the Indian telecom sector, Airtel has probably studied this principle very well. Mr. Sunil Bharti Mittal, the CEO of Bharti Airtel, took a 3-month sabbatical to prepare the business plan for the company to be successful in the market. He was very well aware of the fact that he has to face stiff competition from the state-owned companies like BSNL or big conglomerates like SR and Tata's. Therefore, in order to take on competition, he targeted the common people for its mobile operation business rather than the corporate customers. It was the first company in India to pitch in a private foreign equity firm to make an investment into the company. This speed strategy was followed by the company since its inception, even when the company was not in its mobile business. And at that point of time, it was into the telephone equipment manufacturing, and the government has just deregulated the market.
In one of the chapters with respect to maneuvering, Sun Tzu mentions that a general is not fit to lead his army until and unless he is familiar with the grounds or the face of the country. For this, he needs to get into local alliances. Now, this concept of local alliances holds true even in today's modern corporate world, wherein 2 or more parties come together for mutual benefit. Now, if you look at the Indian telecom industry, you will find that the content of fixed capital or the expenditure is really high. Whether it is laying down the infrastructure or bidding for the licenses, companies are required to shell in huge amount of money.
In war, then let your great object be victory, not a lengthy campaign.
MVNO was not allowed into Indian industry because there was some legal restriction onto it. So what it did, it collaborated with Tata Teleservices and entered as a brand extension. Now, did you get the strategy? Brand extension, not MVNO. That was the difference.